Yo, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to talk about how to do kickups or how to juggle. So this video will be for beginners, complete beginners. So if you're struggling to do around 3 to 5 or even 10 kickups, then this video should be perfect for you. For those guys who can do more kickups, maybe you can do around 25 to 30 or even 50 kickups. Of course you can still watch, there's still value in this video, but chances are I'll come up with another video that's more advanced to help you guys out. But yeah, for this video it's going to be super basic. We're just going to talk about things like your standing foot, the contact with your foot and the football, and just basic things like that. But yeah, super basic video, and yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about when it comes to improving kickups is the contact between your foot and the football. And so this is a really super important tip, probably the most important tip that we're going to talk about, because if you don't have good touch with the football or good connection with your foot and the football, then chances are you're not going to be able to keep the ball in the air, which means you won't be able to have a rhythm when doing kickups. So the first drill we're going to do is going to be a really simple basic drill. What we're going to do is just start with the football in our hands, then we're just going to drop the ball onto our strong foot and just do one kickup. And then once we've completed our kickup, we just catch the football again. And so this drill really allows us to focus on that good connection we want between our foot and the football. Now, the connection you want to have is with your instep, which is basically the area between your toe and your laces. And so if you can consistently make contact with that area of your foot, or instep, plus if you add a bit of backspin so the ball comes towards you instead of away from you, then you're basically on your way to doing a perfect kickup. Now, of course, we want to be able to do kickups with both our strong foot and our weak foot. And so don't forget to add some reps on your weaker side. Naturally, you will struggle a bit more, hence why it is your weaker foot. But just keep putting them reps in and your connection will get much better. And then once you feel pretty confident using your weaker foot, we can then move on to the next stage, which will be to incorporate both feet at the same time. And so we're still going to focus on that really good connection we want between our foot and the football. But instead of doing one kickup at a time, we're going to go from one foot to the other and then catch the ball. And so this way you're getting used to that connection with both feet at the same time. And even if you feel like you can do more kickups in a row, still stick to 2 kickups going from one foot to the other, because we really want to master that connection. And even if you feel super comfortable doing this, you can still do 2 kickups just on the same foot. So you can start with your strong foot, do 2 kickups and catch the football, and then use the other foot, do 2 kickups and catch the football. Now that we've covered contact between our foot and the football, we're now going to move on to our non-contact foot, which is our standing leg. So when it comes to our standing leg, we just want to make sure that we have really good balance on one foot. If we have good balance, we're then able to position ourselves more comfortably when doing kickups and even focus on that connection that we talked about in the first part even more. Plus, we'll be able to get into a nice rhythm. And so the best way and a good drill to improve our balance will be to just literally do one kickup on one leg. So a bit like the first drill where we start with the football in our hands, and we're still doing one kickup and catching the football. The only difference is we're going to be standing on one leg. And so this is really going to improve our balance when doing kickups. Plus, we're still taking what we learned from the first drill, which is that connection between our foot and the football. And again, just like the first drill, we want to make sure that we're doing some reps for our weaker foot as well. Now, I'll admit this is a bit challenging, especially if you're using your weaker foot, because for most of the time when you're doing kickups, you're not actually standing on one leg for long periods of time. But once you master this, you'll be much better, much more confident going into your kickups. And again, even though we're focusing on our balance with this drill, we still want to take what we learned from the first drill and focus on that connection between our foot and the football. And so those are the 2 main points you want to focus on, especially as a beginner when learning to do kickups. Making sure with each kickup that our touch is nice and clean, adding a bit of backspin so the ball comes towards us, and of course making sure our balance is good with our standing legs so that we're in control of the football. And then a third and final point, which I've kind of mentioned throughout the video, is that we want to get into a nice comfortable rhythm. Having a nice good comfortable rhythm is what's going to allow you to maintain your kickups. And so rhythm is super important, but because we're talking about a beginner's guide, I think I'll save that and talk about that more in depth in a more advanced video. But for now, if you are a beginner or just learning how to do kickups, then you want to stick to these basic points that we've gone through in the video. And so that's pretty much it with this guide on how to do kickups as a beginner. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.